All right, so how we gonna start the pod?
We don't know shit.
Right.
Our opinion don't mean shit. We don't know what the fuck we talking about because we only stand.
If you want intelligent, objective, and comprehensive conversation, this ain't the pod for you.
This is niggas' opinions.
We're only stands.
I'm not educated, and I'm just black, nigga. Fuck you.
I'm only a stand, apparently.
Kind of like ignorant intelligence or whatever.
We're only stands.
We don't know shit about fuck.
We don't give a fuck what they think anyway. So.
Niggas ain't experts.
That's true.
Niggas don't represent. Not repulate.
We're only stands.
Shaolin Fantastic, the Lady Slam Room. Ooh.
First off, man, Nome's announcement 4.
Who we got on the card, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, this might be the hardest battle for me to pick.
Oh, I know who I got. I ain't picking against this nigga ever again. I know exactly who I got.
You know who you got? I think I know who you got too.
It's no point. I can't pick again. At this point.
But bro, like, Will been going. Oh,
a lot of niggas
Ill Will
going
versus John John.
Yeah.
Ill Will versus John John. And you know what? I think you're right, bro. Because a lot of dudes been killing and they run into John John, and I don't know what it is, but they die.
That shit, they die horribly. It's like, you know what? There's only one nigga I won't pick. Like, if he battles Surf or when he battles Surf, that's the one time I'm gonna pick against this nigga again because I'm picking Surf. But until that battle, I don't really see nobody that. Because when you hot, that's when he get even worse. That's when it's even worse when you on a winning streak. Then he be like, okay, I can't play with this nigga.
I swear, Josh said it a minute ago. When John John in his fucking bag, bro, like he's hard to beat because he's so versatile. I feel like that's one of the reasons I enjoy watching John John on stage. You don't know what type of hype you're gonna get until it hits you. And then he still got 3 more rounds of whipping that ass. Like that shit hurt. Especially when you give up in a second.
But yo, I'm not gonna hold you. I feel like Ill Will, like, yo, like not only like I think he's always been known as one of them dudes, but like he been stepping it up lately. Like he had a debatable with Av when Av was rocking. He arguably beat Chess and not Chess, Chef Trez, and Chef Trez been cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah, Will stand in front of killers and don't get killed.
That's what I'm saying. He fight, bro. But like, and then I think also like Ill Will is known for having like the moments against him. Like some of the biggest moments in battle rap happened against Ill Will. And John John is like Mr. Moment right now. Like he has one of the biggest moments in battle rap history, launching that chain. Like fam, like it's I think I would want to pick Ill Will, but yeah, I'm with you. I can't.
It's hard to pick him. John John, like I said, and he has that effect where niggas just aren't even themselves when he battled them. So against my own better judgment, I think I'm going with Ill Will, but I'm not super confident. I'm going with Ill Will because I prefer his style over John John's. This is based off preference only. Like I don't know what's gonna happen. That shit's scary to be honest.
So you picking favorites instead of logic?
If I do it on logic, I can't pick.
Okay.
We just said Ill Will stands in front of killers and doesn't get killed. So you stood in front of a great Av. You stood in front of a great Nitty. You stood in front of a great Rock. Like, Rock was probably the best, like, out of them as far as, like, beating Ill Will. And Ill Will was still really good that battle. And that was some years ago. Like, Ill Will don't die, bro. Like, he don't get...
I mean, but he also has some of the greatest moments against him. Like, I mean, one of the biggest moments I ever remember from Twork is that put Smack and Beasley in the trunk. That should have never dropped.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's my favorite strap then.
Yo, like, I don't even remember
with Mike P. I had a better stop.
Right,
so,
yeah.
Beretta's pop. Put Smack and Beasley in the trunk. This should have never dropped. Nigga, what?
That's what I'm saying. Like, when you get moments like that, coming the nose coming down with the nose running, bruh. Like, when you have those moments against you and you going up against somebody that, like, last year had, like, a moment that pretty much tops all of those, and you're known for being going against killers and not dying but not winning.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
Yeah, John beats niggas clearly. Like, that nigga don't.
Yeah, he been beating niggas clearly for a while, bro.
Yeah, like he beats the niggas that he don't just battle niggas that you think can't beat him. He beats them niggas. It's like niggas forget he beat Nitty. Like I'm saying, like this nigga battled Nitty. Like you watch Cortez, right? You watch him in front of Cortez, and you like, bro, why would anybody take this battle? But then John stood in front of that for 3 rounds, and like,
I think he tweeted about it too. He was like, "Yo, I'm just glad I survived." Like somebody, was
like I think, I don't know whatever, but because people don't stand in front of Nitty and like live.
That's we talk about 2 niggas that did. Like some people had Will winning that battle. Again. It was close. John obviously won that battle. So I mean, like I said, they both.
And it's crazy because like even in that battle, Nitty had some shit with John, but it just wasn't enough.
Just wasn't enough. It's like, exactly. It's like that's why, that's just why I can't pick. I can't pick against this nigga. No, I'd rather just be wrong, bro. Like even if he lost this battle 3-0 and choked all 3 rounds, I would still pick him the next battle because it's like it's been too many times where I was like, nah, John fire, but
yeah. And
then it just turned out that the butt was like
right.
wrong.
The butt ended up being me looking like a butt, thinking against him. Like, nah, fam.
Nah, I'll be on this island by myself. We can't all pick John. I'm picking Elwood.
I mean, we can. Like it happens. They just did it last weekend. Everybody picked Fonz over Easy to Block Cap, and he won on the app and in the poll.
We're all adults. We don't have to, not.
That nigga winning on the. Yeah, he went on the app too, right?
Yeah.
I looked at that shit. I was like, yo, he blowing this nigga out on the app.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He getting, like, he watching him.
Like, he blowing his whole back out on the app. Like, he bent this nigga over and destroyed his ass. Like,
tearing it down. Crazy. Tearing it down.
Shit was crazy.
Alrighty then.
Unpausable moments.
Real easy, like, too.
Real easy. This nigga, I can't fuck with this nigga.
Easy. Nah, easy, that's Lil Reachy.
I mean, that's Lil Reachy.
Pure fire, nigga.
That was fire. I just, I didn't know criticizing somebody else's bars would lead to all the smoke that came out with.
Oh man.
But we'll move on.
So about yesterday, man.
Nah. We're not about to do that. We're not about to do that. We're not about to do that. We are not about to do that. So, I mean, what happened with your boy Twork? What? Like, come on, bro. Can we be honest about that? I just want to start there, and then we can talk about the other battles. Like Twork wasn't ready.
Bro, I mean, we knew he wasn't ready because last week he was like, if Luke Castro lose, I'll punch this nigga Swamp in the face. And then when that nigga lost, he was like, oh, I guess I don't got to prepare my rounds no more. And niggas thought he was joking, and then he fucking missed the face off, and it was like, oh, yeah, he's not showing up. Like, when he ain't show up for the face off, I was like, bro, we already know what's about to happen, bro.
Niggas said he was there, though.
For the face off?
No, he was in. He was in
Oh,
the
he was
town.
in the city.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's whack, bro. I don't know.
Right. It's like, why are you there then?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think Smack said it in the on the face off, what's the name, or something somewhere. He was like, yeah, we talked to him, he here, da 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 da. You know, we gonna be here tomorrow, and we gonna da 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 da. I was like, all right.
So they moved it back till next week because they like, oh, we don't just want to have 2 battles, and I'm like,
no, there was other like there was Easy to Block Cap versus Luke Castro that could have went down.
like, I feel you. I feel what they're trying to do. You know, I respect that they're trying to. You know what I'm saying?
They're giving him an extra week of prep, man.
Yeah, I respect it, but it's like for me, it's like.
I'm tired of battles being advertised and that's not getting them because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit is, you don't appreciate it as much when it's like, yo, I'm looking forward to it now. And then you wait and it's the day of and it's like, oh yeah, nah. And that shit happens with Twork way too much, yo.
And
like,
you know, I want to see it. I want to see it.
As probably somebody else, but definitely those two. And then just now with Swamp. And it's like, yo, that shit gotta, like, come on, man. Like that. You can't be the no-show artist.
I want to see if people keep the same energy with Twork that they got with JC.
Bro, I was just about to say it's about to probably be the same exact shit, which is like JC came with rounds, but he didn't. You could tell he was just there to contractually fulfill the obligation.
And Loso
you know what I'm
was
saying?
trying to kill.
And Loso was trying to kill you. And it showed. That's literally the reason you died, nigga. This shit could have been a classic if you came to fight, but you ain't come to fight, and it ended up the way it did. And it's like,
whoop that nigga.
And see, the crazy part is,
Twork,
like, is the hard part is like, even for JC, it's like, bro, like, even if you came to fight for real, like, if you just came to fight, niggas could have, like, we could fight for you maybe 2-1, because he had some shit, but it was like, bro, it was just too. Nah, like you look nonchalant, like it just was too much, bro. And Loso, like, yeah.
I don't think JC, before we even get to the battle, I don't think JC should have got the fucking scrutiny he got for the no-show. Like, I guess it was some, like, real life circumstances that happened. And JC, to my knowledge, has never no-showed a battle.
Nah, he does that shit all the time.
Yeah.
He literally no-show for that one league.
Mm-hmm.
Remember he skipped the one battle? Remember he had a battle with somebody and he literally just said, I'm not going to that shit? Like he took the deposit. It was a whole thing about how he took the deposit and then never showed up for the battle. And then he showed up to the URL battle like a week later and niggas was like, oh.
Was that for Genesis?
Yeah, exactly. They was like, you went to do a rematch with Red instead of this battle and that shit was gay.
Oh, wait, yeah, the
RBE. He was supposed to battle Oops.
Right.
That's right. Okay. All right. I'm shut my mouth. I recant everything I just said. I forgot about that.
But they said, I mean, like, I don't know. I guess the way things came out, it was a few discussions or something, and he wanted to, like, I guess at first he said he was gonna battle both of them on the same day, and like, Oops wasn't down with that, and then there's like, you know, I don't know. But yeah,
I'm not trying to blame
it was funky.
Which battle you want slack for? If you battle Oops and O-Red in the same day, knock it off. Man. Like,
I mean, but then you look at the performance he gave O-Red, and it's like, man, we could have slacked off on that one, and we just would have never watched that battle again. Because you see the performance O-Red gave.
But yeah, you know, shout out to JC for being there to get his ass whooped the way he did. Shout out to Loso for showing up like, yeah.
See, you know the crazy part is, like, I feel like I feel like Loso had a bunch of dry spots, but then he had the moments that was just like, yo.
He had very well put together rounds, and he had shit to say to him all 3 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like what Loso did.
This was a grudge match that the person didn't know was a grudge match.
Yeah, that was one of the better versions of Loso.
Bro, that shit was funny as a bitch.
This is a grudge match.
He started the third. I'm like, oh wait, y'all had a real situation? Like,
right. I ain't gonna hold you. I went right in the middle of his verse and looked.
Oh yeah, that's right, because he threw up a website or whatever, right?
No, he sold the on Instagram. You know, look, my comment was one of the first comments. I was like, yeah, because I was swiping through as he was rapping. I was like, yo, that's crazy.
You think JC paid him after the battle?
Nah, 150. I don't even remember that shit.
Right.
I don't even know if that shit is true. Like, you know, like it sound good.
Yeah.
It sound good, but it's
you
like
can absolutely make up an email, and I mean, I could recreate an email right now and make it look like that.
Like, I'm not saying he would do that, but I'm just saying, like, if I'm JC, it's like, nigga, he's just going to have to eat that 150.
Right.
Like,
and that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, that's why I think, yeah, it's probably gonna come back to bite Loso a few times, bro. Like, this is gonna be his 12K.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not good when you talk about how a nigga owed you money and didn't pay you and you didn't do shit but write a rap about it. That shit never ends up well with niggas, bro.
Even if you're a Christian, it ain't gonna work.
Somebody do it and then be able to say, "Oh, my faith won't allow me." That's the only thing I think might give him, like.
But see,
he can kind of like avoid the smoke that everybody had for Danny. It's like, oh, he ain't, and he hit him with the hey, "I forgive you" at the end. Like, so you can see he already got the rebuttal ready for, like, yeah. Nigga.
All right, and so like when somebody frames the round as, all right, I can do all of this to you, I can rob you, and you have to forgive me. Like, then what? Like, I can take you for everything you're worth, and you have to forgive me now. That's it, because that's the standard you set, right? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's gonna eat it. Somebody, like, you take somebody like T-Top and make a whole round, scheme a whole round about, you know, robbing you, and now you got to forgive me.
That'll be a crazy rebuttal. But it ain't gonna be at the same level as Danny Myers, is what I'm saying. Like Danny, you from West.
It might be worse, bro. It was 150. You made a whole round about 150, and he made a whole round about it. I've never heard a whole round about the 12K Danny Myers. Like,
what you mean?
I ain't hear that round. He made a round about it.
Danny. Oh, you saying Danny Myers saying something? Nah, he brought it up. Not a whole round.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Loso made a whole round about 150.
True.
He made it seem like he was about to expose the nigga. I'm like, what are you exposing? And then it was like, oh, so you just got finessed.
150.
It was like, I don't really feel bad for you.
Fire the way you put it together.
Yeah.
You about to take an L for that.
Like, I'm not like, damn, JC, that's fucked up. In my head, I'm just like, he just got. That's how niggas get got, bro. You should have known. Why are you paying for verses for a mixtape that none of us have ever heard?
I'm sure it's like somebody in a battle rapper inbox everywhere that done paid a deposit and got finessed. I don't put it past nobody.
It happens to the best of us, man.
Like, but I mean, industry rappers get finessed for the feature sometimes.
I think saying? Everybody been finessed at some point.
Meek and Drake had a whole fight about getting finessed for.
Let's see, what else battle rap? We spent mad time on battle rap in that last episode. What else battle rap though? It's the last part of the bracket, right, for Ultimate Madness?
Yeah, these are semis. Whoever wins this battle's on Nome.
B, fix your mic. Brennan, I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, you back now.
Who had that semi bar yesterday?
The what?
Who had that semi, like Rubando don't deserve to be in the semi bar.
Loso.
That was also, I thought it
yeah.
was.
Hard.
Nasty.
That was hard.
I
Matter of
disagree.
fact, no. We gotta. All right, bro. We not doing this.
Bro, I do. That nigga won his battles.
Rum Nitty versus.
Nigga won who he stood in front of. What you want him?
Nitty versus Cortez,
What you want him to do, bro?
I thought it was a dope ass bar. I like that shit.
Nah, I like the
It was
bar.
a
Bro. I'm
dope
just
bar.
saying.
That's what I'm
I don't
saying.
agree with that shit.
Oh, okay. Like, yeah, he won, so he deserved to be there. But
Yeah. I'm not saying shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I thought
it's not my fault. Not my fault. You know what I'm saying? Giannis showed up like that. Like, I should have been smoked. He
did y'all
just
see
ain't do the job.
Did y'all see the interview Giannis did and why?
Oh my God, bro.
What's the name?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he had to do rehab.
He was like, "Yo, I couldn't do it. Like, I literally wouldn't have been able. I would have had to drop out. I ain't want to do them niggas like that." And I'm like, "All right,
It's cool, but
it sound good, but like,
it's cool, but you could have picked a replacement. That would have been fire. Like, you pick your replacement.
it'd been fire. Yeah, if they would have brought a nigga back that we felt like should still be in the tournament, that would have been dope.
Hit chaos
or easy.
Now they'll have to pick somebody from that side though.
Yeah, it would have to been like chaos or real.
Oh
shit.
yeah, it would have been one of those two, and I probably would have picked chaos.
Yeah,
I think that first verse is real sick. If like we get that focused, like in tailored round, like that was crazy to me. And like literally to have it happen the same, like next week in the tournament, you see the same, like you see that default battle rapper. Crazy.
A default shit is fire.
Yeah, but I mean, Rum Nitty versus Cortez, man. Oh.
got Cortez 3-0.
And see, this is why sometimes I hate having conversations about opinionated sports, because that's a clear 30.
It's a fact. Core did his thing, came the ball.
By Rum Nitty.
He was even able to play around and beat
And I know you trolling right now, but there's a lot of people that feel the way you saying.
What you mean?
So, like, them be the moments where it's like, fam, how do you have Cortez? Like, nah, I watched Don Marino's interview, and he said Cortez won the first and third. And he said he won the third because Rum stumbled. I said, bro, didn't
we have a whole discussion on irrelevant motherfuckers having opinions on?
Oh shit, they battled. Don Marino battled too.
We're gonna get to that one.
I literally forgot. I'm glad you remembered. Oh, okay. I'm like, yo, what?
He battled Big Hand, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all want to do a quick review of that? It was cool.
I mean,
it was a good battle.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was a good battle.
Don Marino, like, he tried to go off in his third, and I felt some of it, but at the same time, like, I don't know why.
I don't be feeling none of that shit
I just look at Don Marino, and I'm like, yo.
That nigga look 50, bro.
He can't talk struggle. I don't know why he wants to do that shit. Like and then he wants to blame fans. Like, see, this is why I be hating about battle rappers, bro. Niggas will blame you because they shit sounds stupid, and you tell them it's like, bro, I don't want to hear you talk about your mom eating pesticides. That's dumb, nigga. That's fucking stupid. Why would she eat food with pesticides on it? Nigga, you live in America. What the fuck are we talking about right now?
Or, like,
what, you gotta dumb it down for y'all?
You got water.
What part y'all ain't understand? What you gotta dumb down for you?
You got water in America.
I live different. Like, I just don't give a fuck. I don't care, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Yo, that nigga look like somebody abuela.
And then, but see, like, my thing is,
that's what I just fucking said.
Right, yo, but it's like you can't have those struggle bars and then try and flex in your battle and be like, oh, I make all this money, and like his whole, what was it? I think his second where he was talking about like the Gates of the Guardian and Lee Smith and all that stuff, and I get all this money, I'm making more than y'all, and it's like, so then why the struggle bars?
I'm sorry, struggle bars don't get no reaction from me because it's not cool to have been in that situation of a struggle.
Easy to block Cap got some struggle bars that I react to.
Depending on how you frame it. If you framing it like feel sorry for me, I don't want to hear that shit. But if you just spitting some real shit and you like, bro, if you just spitting real shit, I want to hear that. But when this nigga Don Marino be whining, you be like, bro, like, oh, what do you know about bringing 25 people to the event so the event is packed, but then people say it's gas when your people react? You don't understand my problem.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
You stupid motherfucker.
Why is this nigga cute to go?
That struggle.
Hey, yo,
That's not a struggle,
nigga. You got paid for that shit. You made more money off the tickets. You brought people to back you up when you said that dumb shit you said about your mom having fucking pesticide fucking for dinner and lunch. What the fuck was you eating that you ain't get sick? Why your mom eating pesticide food and you eating regular food? What the fuck? What was the... All right, man. I'm off that shit, bro. Fuck this nigga, bro.
This nigga Q did a whole thing, and they call it gas.
And so we'll move on. We going back to the Roman Cortez because it was some
Speedy Gonzalez rapping ass.
Yo, this nigga Q been snapping lately on his raps. If y'all know that, in case y'all haven't noticed.
Nah, I've never heard Q rap, so we're not bringing outside world shit into this. So I've never heard Q rap.
He just did a whole Mexican 4-bar. You know what I'm saying?
Don Marino said that yesterday.
Yeah, that shit was fire, bro.
Bringing people into the event to make sure it's packed, and then all the gas when your people react. He said that?
Yeah.
Those aren't real bars.
Yeah. He really said that shit.
He made that up being funny.
No, I promise to God he said that shit yesterday in his third.
Hey, yo, he ain't say that shit.
I promise to God
that's exactly what he said, bro. That's why I was like, this nigga can't be serious.
No.
Yeah, he said that in his third, bro.
I'm like, what? I was just so confused. Like, what are you talking about,
I was like,
bro?
wait, that's the definition of gas. Like, when your niggas cheer for you,
you packed the building with your people, and then they went crazy no matter what you said. That's gas, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
I don't understand.
People call it gas because all your people react. Nah, fam, he ain't say that shit. I'm gonna have to run it back, and this is the only way to ever get me to run back a Don Marino fucking battle.
But just run back the third, bro. Just run back the third. It's like in the middle of his third, promise you.
Who let him say that dumb shit, bro?
Bro, I'm mad niggas in the building clapped. Niggas in the building clapped after he finished that third. I'm like, bro, what? Y'all niggas really got to start telling niggas the truth.
NWX, man.
Somebody, Abuela.
Right, K-Shine was in the comment section like, oh, that's the dopest. I was like, what? All right, okay.
I'm telling you all the struggles that battle rappers go through.
Right, I was like,
we've heard that before.
I'm like, what?
None of this is news.
So you complaining about your job? Like, nigga, I could do that too. Like
fam, Ryder got a verse about this. This is Jerry West did it way better versus Blue Easy. Like,
yeah, I like Ryder shit too. Ryder shit was clean.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's been done so many times. This isn't that revolutionary third that he think it is.
Right. It's like his shit was valid. Like, them niggas wasn't complaining about stupid shit. Like, he like, nigga, like, if I, he like, yo, if I punch a nigga, then I'm fucking up the bag. But if I don't do shit, then I'm pussy. You know what I'm saying? He was saying shit that's like, okay, I can understand how a battle rapper could feel like it ain't no right reaction in certain situations and fans is fickle. I'm like, okay, I hear you, bro. But this nigga complaining about
I feel that's a struggle bar, though.
Nah, yeah.
Like you said, when you just talking real shit, it's not a struggle bar. It's like, yo, I feel you on that.
Right.
But, right. When your motherfuckers whining, like, oh, yes.
And bro, I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, Big Hand kind of went off in this thing.
I like Big. That's what I'm saying. I liked Big Hand in this battle. I was like, okay.
I want to see. I'm definitely watching another Big Hand battle.
Like that whole.
Yeah, I had to switch that up. It was almost crazy.
People say that it's gas because all your people was gas.
Bro, I was lost.
I'm not leaving it alone, so I can't believe this shit. That's really what the nigga said. Yo.
I guess we don't understand, bro. Y'all wouldn't understand that struggle.
If y'all don't get Abuela the fuck out,
like I'm gonna keep it a bean. If I bring 30 dudes to the event and they don't go crazy for me, I'm not bringing 30 dudes to the event. Like, what do you mean?
That don't make sense.
or however these 30 motherfuckers got there, I hope y'all got the same energy on getting back. Because, nigga, if I brought y'all and y'all don't go crazy, nigga, walk back. Like, or don't come back, actually.
Like, you for real, like, you really, like,
or
it's
you
just
won't
no
be
way.
at the next event. Like, I'm not calling these same 30 dudes.
Like, if I brought the crowd and the crowd ain't cheering for me, the fuck I do?
I'm glad he has a great support system, though. That's what's up. Mm-hmm.
I mean, every Mexican know 30 Mexicans.
That's like the battle rap version of white privilege, man.
That nigga crazy, man. Listen, I don't even know what he talking about.
What you said?
Yo, with respect, I don't want no parts of that
What
shit.
he said?
The thoughts and views expressed by Elijah.
What did Elijah say?
Apparently,
what did he say?
By the Only Stand podcast. The brand and
what did he say?
That nigga is a real nigga,
it's
bro.
dope that he has a support system. This nigga Elijah said every Mexican knows 30 Mexicans.
Yo, that nigga is hilarious, man. It's truly the funniest nigga I know sometimes.
I'm trying to get it.
That nigga is funny.
What? Why? I'm out, man. All right, so now we can't even talk about Cortez now, man. It's too close.
We gotta space it out. Yo, we gotta space this out, man.
We gotta go to what's another battle, man?
All right, so battle rap. Y'all said y'all wanted to talk about another battle.
We really not gonna talk about Rum Nitty's.
I mean, he went crazy. What you want to talk about? Yeah, let's talk about
all right, come on.
Nice 30.
I'll give him his flowers though, if you want to do that for sure.
Nice 30.
Yeah, like he kind of like, especially after the B-Dot battle, like I felt like he kind of showed up and had like, you know, the performance that we expect. But if we want to move on, I said my piece.
Nitty gonna keep being Nitty. That Clipper Laker nigga line, ridiculous. The Tech 9 line, ridiculous.
Yeah, I just wasn't surprised, bro. That's all it really was for me. It was like it went exactly how I thought it was gonna go. I didn't think Cortez was gonna choke, but I didn't think he was gonna win a round, and he didn't. So it was like, okay.
Nah, I respect it.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry to Rum Nitty, nigga. You too nice. You've been too nice for too long. This shit don't surprise me anymore.
Yeah,
it don't. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Properly celebrate.
That's the because I absolutely understand what y'all saying, but I at the same time I feel like nah, he went crazy, man. We need to talk about it.
Yeah, well, fuck it. We here now. Let's talk about it.
Russell Westbrook with the triple doubles. Like, you know what I'm saying? You've been averaging this shit damn near every season for the last 3. Like, it ain't even, it's amazing. It's like legendary shit, but we fucking used to it now. Like, it's just like, we so used to Nitty being Nitty.
And see, because for me, I felt like, I don't know why, but I felt like Rum Nitty was going to go crazy in the first. He was going to have one of his seconds, and then he was going to fall off in the third. But, like, he pretty much exceeded my expectations in every round.
He got this shit down to such a science. Like, people started saying Nitty should battle Lux like a year ago. It was like a small group of people. I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, nah. And it's like, nah. Like, now I'm starting to be like, you know what?
He can only It's only certain people that's gonna be real competition.
I tell you this much: if there's a list of niggas that's supposed to battle us or deserve to battle us, JC just dropped even lower than he was already, and Nitty definitely way above him as far as like being close to that. I don't even think JC should be on the list, bro. Like,
no, I'm not gonna do that. He's on the list.
Damn.
I feel like Loso had an axe to grind, bro.
That was a perfect storm for like you don't push this nigga off for years, and then you missed. You know what I'm saying? You missed the battle when he thought last week. Because he said, he was like, bro, how is this battle that's been advertised for how long? Now it's a surprise battle. It's like, nigga. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. You could tell he was actually annoyed with this nigga. Like, bro, why does it take all of this for you to stay here and take this ass whooping?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't. So, like,
that's what we want to know from Twork half the time.
This nigga.
That's what we wanted to know yesterday. But we didn't get that.
Y'all be fronting on Twork, man.
I'm not.
Do we be fronting or do we be fronting?
I wanted him to go crazy. I want to see Twork versus Swamp. I was ready for that battle.
He gonna go crazy next week. I'll put some money on that.
Yeah, that's what they always say.
I'll put some money on that shit.
Twork gonna go crazy?
That's a fact.
I think he's gonna go crazy too. I just don't know if it's gonna be enough. I feel like JC had some crazy stuff yesterday, but it just wasn't enough.
It was good. Shit, my bad. Nah, I feel you. That's my fear too. But I also think Twork at his highest is a little different than JC. So it's like, all right.
In a small room?
Yeah, I mean, we seen Twork and JC in the small room.
We sure
that was
did.
JC at his highest, though. Come on, don't do that.
I mean, but it didn't. That was Twork at his highest.
Yeah, all right, yeah, absolutely. I understand.
Twork got,
but in a small room, I feel like just the Twork energy in a small room is real different. Real different. Unless he up against like Sharon or something.
Wasn't Geechee in a small room?
Ooh,
yeah.
That was Genesis.
Was it? No. Yeah, it was Genesis.
Oh, yeah.
That was like the last one before.
Yeah. My fault. You're right.
Yeah, I still haven't seen the battle because my internet be stuttering, I guess, and I refuse to watch that shit.
Yeah, man.
That event didn't happen. Like, with respect to all battlers, I'm honoring all the wins from Genesis.
I still don't remember.
I'm not
who
watching
battled that
shit.
night.
Twork and Geechee, John and Chess.
Oh yeah, that was a bad night. That was
who else?
The stream was crazy.
Red and JC.
Yeah, nah, bro. That's one of those nights I really was like, yo, they fucked up, bro.
I'm just glad. Look, let's clap it up for URL getting it better though.
Clap it up for Caffeine.
I ain't had it right, yeah.
Buying servers. Caffeine bought some goddamn servers. Let's go.
They got it together. And I appreciated the improvement. I mean, I ain't want to just shit on them without giving them their flowers. It looked crazy now. Everything looked 4K. Nah, I mean,
I love that shit crisp. I should be running faster than I can handle it. That should be in the future. I'll be like, hold on.
I mean, I can see the choke coming before it happens. I can see it in his throat. I see it coming up his throat.
What?
Oh.
All right, man. Listen, nah, bro.
And then you paused and then rephrased it so it sounded gayer.
Nah. This nigga will be like, yo, y'all niggas paused me for no reason. And then he say some shit like that. You heard that shit just now? We saw it coming up in his throat. All right, bro. Nah. Oh, nah. This nigga trying to set us up, bro.
All right, man.
He be trying to set us up, bro. Like, yo. Let me see if these niggas gonna pause. Like, come on, man.
How was that a pausable moment? What?
Got it.
That's funny.
Yeah, you said he and throat and come in the same fucking sentence.
You can't pause I don't feel pause.
What?
You can't pause a nigga that don't feel pause.
So if I press you and you don't feel pressed, Did I press you?
How do we get back to y'all niggas be having the same argument? It be years and years on the same argument.
Dude, that's why I said I go to counseling for dealing with niggas.
If I press you and you don't feel pressed, then I'll press. Niggas been arguing that shit for years.
Yo, because the nigga, he gonna stay here. But that's one of the, like, if there's a book of the dumbest shit that nigga ever said, that's gotta be like number one. And he never confessed that.
Oh my God, bro.
But I'm gonna let it rock today, bro. But I'm gonna get them jokes off.
Oh, let me get, all right, counseling. Let me go.
Hey, never letting that one go. When we figure out how to throw shit on the screen, bro.
Hey, wait.
We can talk about that, but not today.
Did Elijah press you yesterday when he pulled up?
Absolutely.
Or did you press Elijah last night when you pulled up?
I didn't.
Oh, all right. Okay.
You gotta see somebody in person to press them.
Facts. How you talk about being a gangster and all you got is 20 fingers. And then you get banged out by a singing nigga.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't.
All right. Okay, battle rap related, right? All right.
And then he make you apologize to get on the track back with him.
Yo, why you keep?
And then you quote the diss track that he had for you in y'all new hit song.
Mute Elijah.
Like y'all friends again.
He just he wants to attack Meek again. We're not doing this. We did this before. We did this. Stop trying. Why you want? Just make a diss track about Meek, bro. Get it off your chest, bro. Anyway, battle rap related. Before we leave battle rap,
out of here.
So, did anybody hear about the Jaz the Rapper Misfit situation that popped off a few days ago?
Yes, sir.
All right, for people who don't know, Elijah. So Jaz and Misfit are supposed to battle at some point. And
not anymore.
I guess Jaz posted a status like, yo, they called me for Nome, but it's not enough preparation time or it's too soon, so I'm not doing it. And then I guess shortly, I don't know if it's the same day or maybe the next day, Misfit does this video which he's like, yo, I want everybody to know why I no longer want to battle Jaz the Rapper, because we don't need any cops in battle rap. And that's why the battle's not happening, because I'm not going to battle a cop and support a cop in battle rap. Jaz the Rapper is a cop. So everybody like, what the fuck is she talking about? Jaz ain't no damn cop. So what comes out later that day, Jaz works, or did work, I don't know if she still does, as a 911 dispatch. Like in the call center where she takes the calls, like for the cops. So I'm thinking, oh, this is a joke. We got a few hours of getting jokes off about this shit. Niggas gonna wake up tomorrow and this is gonna be like done. It's been like 4 days, grown ass men tagging Jaz. Like you 12, you should never battle again. Like there's a group of people really running with this narrative that Jaz is a cop because she works as a 911 dispatch. How do y'all feel?
Do we need to address stupidity? Like, because this is moron shit. For real. No, and that's the biggest thing is you really got to be a dumbass to be like, a 911 dispatch is not just cops. It's ambulance. It's emergency. It's 911, nigga. People call 911 because they lost their silverware. I've been there. Like, I've heard the calls. So to be a 911 dispatch operator, come on, bro. So do we need to address stupidity? Really?
Yo, there are.
But no, I think right now, especially under the climate we under right now, like people, 12 don't get to your house unless it comes through the dispatch. And so, like,
that's not
people,
true.
In most cases, 12 comes to your house because it comes through a 911 operator. Someone is called, or like they get information from the 911 call and they come to your house more times than not. Like that's a fact. And people are fighting the system, and that is a part of the system. And so I can understand it from that standpoint. Do I feel like she's a police officer? No, I understand that she's not. But like part of, I mean, I know a lot of people who go through like being, 911 operator to being a cop. You know, like it's a part of some people's pipeline and career path to becoming a cop. So I mean, I can understand the association. I don't necessarily agree with it.
Q, what you think, bro?
I mean, it's a call center job, so I don't really think it's anything to discuss. It's not an actual. I just don't. That correlation is just niggas being lazy and, you know what I'm saying, trolling and all that shit. It's
Right.
like that shit really literally doesn't make sense. But it's like you can't argue with niggas. This is the type of shit you can't argue with motherfuckers about, because it's like if you saying this, then clear. It's like when niggas say police brutality is not a real thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you saying that, clearly that's just what you're gonna die on this hill. It's like it's no point. Like it's no point. Like what am I gonna argue with you about? If you think the person answering 911 is a cop, I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like I can see if she was the person at the police station who got the information. If she was like police dispatch, there's a thing as police dispatch. So 911 operators call into the centers because a 911 operator has to determine where that call goes. Do I get the ambulance? Do I just get firemen? So all of that, she's like that makes no sense. There's a person at the fucking police station who then takes that information and calls up the cops in the area. Like no 911 dispatch operator's like, oh, 1187, I see you in the area. Could you do this for me? Like, no, that shit don't happen. So like you said, that's just a lazy fucking correlation. To be like 911, a call center job, you the feds now. Like that makes no fucking sense.
Yo, it's
niggas being lazy.
In the words of the best rapper I know, Too Reachy. Too Reachy.
That's why I don't like this nigga. I just want y'all to know that.
Props to the realest niggas, man. That's all. But I think it's people that, and I'm not the biggest Jaz fan, so this is very unbiased. Like, it's people that just don't like Jaz, and they trying to use this moment to like discredit what she's done in her career or whatever. Like, oh, you a, and it's like, if anything, they're using the moment of we're anti-police to try to do it. Like, yeah, and while we out here saying Black Lives Matter, she a cop. It's like, nigga, she don't got a badge. She don't got a service pistol. She's not out here pulling up with sirens.
Right, she don't answer the phone, then jump out of the chair and drive to the fucking situation.
If she handcuffs, I'm sure it's for sexual reasons, not for you, my nigga.
Okay,
like,
but now I think we got to be honest about like the battle rap community. Like, how many of us really believe this is what they researching on a regular basis? Like, but because like some of what y'all saying is what is viewed on TV. Like on the show 911 would come on Fox, so you know, like the 911 dispatch person talks directly to the firefighters, talk directly to the police officers and all that stuff. And so like it's different. And so like if you put that narrative out and you know people never see anything else or do that research, then yeah, that's why I was saying I can understand it. I just know it's wrong.
Right. No, to even understand it is to understand stupidity. If you're going to tell me real life is based on
I understand
TV,
battle rap, and that's I mean a lot of people believe real life is
that's the dumbest thing that people do, bro. Is they see it on TV and then they be like, "Oh, that's real fast," and that's exactly the society we live in. If you see it on TV, it's true, and it's like that don't make no sense, bro. Everything on TV is edited. That's why bitches want to be Real Housewives or whatever. And it's like, bitch, you go into a restaurant and throw water at somebody, you could never come back in this part of town again, bro. Like you just don't. This shit don't happen the way TV makes it happen, and that's why reality TV is the fakest shit ever. It's all edited. It's situational editing. But like you said, people believe that shit. But is there ever a lane where you listen to somebody who believes absolute nonsense? If somebody told you gravity didn't exist, like, could you even continue a conversation with them about situations that involve gravity?
Yeah, man. It's and I see what it's one of them things where it's like, yo, misfit, like whatever your intentions were, I thought that shit was gonna be laughable, man. I really did. I thought that was gonna be some laughable shit, and niggas was just gonna move on. People really was on that. People made whole statuses and tagged her. Grown men, bro, made statuses and tagged her like whole time you a cop. Like
trolls.
Yeah, bro. It's
like in terms of battle rap, it would have been a cool angle to hear what she would have tried to do with it.
Battle, it might have went over better, but for you you know, and then lie about it like, oh, that's why the battle ain't happening. The battle ain't happening because Jaz said no. At the end of the day, Jaz got more juice than Misfit and URL. And you salty because you just missed the Nome look because she basically was like, yeah, not right now. She can fucking wait. But like that was some vindictive shit, and it was corny. It was real fucking corny. And then, yeah, go ahead.
But see, corny shit works now. Like we in the age of corny motherfuckers, and corny works.
And now you.
Alrighty then. Well, we appreciate you joining us for the Only Stands podcast. You know what I'm saying? It's been yet another installment.
Yo, do y'all watch
That's a bar, y'all. Your computer breath stink. You need another installment.
You said, do I watch what?
Y'all watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
I used to. I don't watch it now that it's on NBC.
Nah, yo, you know what's crazy, bro? It's been like, so I found out that the 49ers was here in Nashville practicing, right? And so like I started to like think of, and I figured out, you know what I mean? Like looking on the internet, trying to figure out what high school they was at, where they was practicing. And like, I think I found out like the day after I found out where they was at, like one of them had COVID. And then I think it was the same day that DL Hughley was here. And like, I just watched that video this morning, bro. Like, it's just, that's crazy. Like on stage, I was like,
what happened? What happened?
DL Hughley passed out on stage, bro.
Oh, from having COVID?
I don't know like what it was from or whatever. He just passed out, and it like what I know is like he later tested positive for COVID.
He put out a video explaining it last night, like while he was in the hospital, like before he got discharged. So he said the reason he passed out was due to severe exhaustion and dehydration. Like he was really dehydrated.
Okay, Williams.
But while they had him, they ran tests just because I guess that's the protocol now in most hospitals. If you come in, we just gonna test you to see if you got the shit. So he also tested positive for having COVID, and he was just like, "I've had no symptoms. Haven't had a fever, haven't had loss of taste."
He just passed out on stage.
Yeah,
just symptoms.
I don't know, and it's like I don't know if it's specifically COVID related, bro, but you can't just say I've had no symptoms.
Nigga said I had no symptoms.
Well,
I think he was saying passing out. He hasn't had.
You could be asymptomatic, but if you have like COVID, you have you're respiratory, like you can't breathe. So passing out is like,
and that's why I was like, I don't want to say it's COVID, but bruh,
right.
It might be.
Like direct correlation, yes, probably, sir. Like it might not have been that, but direct correlation, yes, sir. Yes, sir. These two things are linked.
It was a combination of those things with the COVID. Yeah.
I want to make a comment when that COVID-19 made a comment that.
Yeah, you're an idiot. Yeah,
it was crazy to me because it's like, and like I ain't even gonna hold you. So like you know what I mean? It was some folks I seen on the strip.
That's
like,
too preachy.
In Nashville last night, bro, and it's like Broadway look like it ain't look like ain't nothing going on, bro. Everybody outside hugging, sharing drinks and stuff. I'm like, bro, I can't.
I'm trying to be.
What? I need you to be alive, bro. Stop that. Come on, bro.
The other day, I was driving through Greece the other night, and I drove by TC Hooligans, and they got like the little outdoor shit or whatever. Yo, it was so many fucking white people bunched up doing the total opposite of social distancing. All you saw was fire, drinks, and white people, bro. Just mad close like it's not a pandemic. And then I look across the street and, you got Applebee's over there. They got a big-ass sign. We're open for inside dining. I'm like, yo, only in America will they just decide, like, hey, we don't give a fuck no more. We ain't scared of this shit.
Only in America.
Fellas, have y'all listened?
But you got to realize these are the same people who don't fucking pay for their health care. Like, these people, bro, they safe, bro. They safe. They the safest motherfuckers out here.
Oh, whoa, breaking news. Dak to sign $31 million tag.
What?
Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh.
Hey.
Dak signing the tag.
Hey, let's fucking go, baby. Let's go.
No.
We back lit.
Don't do it, Dak. Don't do it.
Gang shit.
Oh, this nigga. Yo, but Jerry Jones about to try and get Jamal Adams now, bro.
Let's go. Let's make the trade ASAP, boy. I don't care what they want, bro.
Like,
I don't care what they want. Trade for that nigga today,
I don't need
boy.
this stress, bro. Oh, get my God, bro. I don't need this stress, bro. We had a clear path getting right back to the Super Bowl. I do not need Cowboy fans in my ear all year distracting me from the fucking goal.
My son. Let's go, Dak.
Dak, why? You supposed to get... No, matter of fact, he actually might be smart. Nah, he's not smart. It's next year the cap going down, bro. There's no way the cap goes up next year because they're not going to get the same revenue this year.
Yeah, I don't know. He gonna see what he want to see what he worth on the open market. I guess.
I think he's trying to wait and see where Mahomes signed for. Mahomes and Watson signed for.
He not getting more than them though. That's my nigga, but he not getting more than them.
I don't think so either, but I think that's what he's trying to wait for. He's trying to wait for somebody else to set the market.
Hey, them niggas gonna get paid.
Dang, man, Dallas gonna be a problem next year.
Yeah,
right, so we can wait till next week for that one there. I gotta let y'all listen to that. I gotta live with that for a little bit. I done played it all weekend. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, nah. I'll probably listen to it tonight. I was literally just listening to Grizzly shit.
The Imperfect Storm, Wale new EP.
Oh, okay. All right, bet.
Yeah. It's fire. Man, you talking like real shit, bro.
What's this shit? What's my favorite one? Fucking It's Complicated. The It's Complicated EP.
Oh yeah.
That's my favorite. I'm like, yo, that's one of my favorite projects. I'm like, nigga, this nigga like crazy. And it's only like 5 tracks, but it's just like, son, this is everything that I wanted from this shit.
What's the one with my boy on it? That's Free Lunch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went stupid on that one too. Yeah, his EP game is stupid.
Man, this Lucy game, I ain't even gonna hold you.
Wale just need to not be. I just really hate that people don't like when people do their top 3 for like
Wale is in my top. He's
or whatever. It's most people, even if you don't get the order right, most people will agree that the top 3 in the last like decade and change is Kendrick, Cole, Drake, or some, you know what I mean, like some variation of that. Whoever you put at number 1, 2, and 3, but those are usually the top 3. But when we start talking about 4 and 5, bro, Wale is 4 to me, bro.
Wale is 4, absolutely.
That's why
he might be top 3 to me. I'm not gonna hold you.
Some people want to give it.
I might argue top 3.
Some people want to give it to Sean.
I can't. No, I can't.
Sean
is 4.
No. Who would you put there?
For me?
Nah, Sean.
Yeah,
I mean, like Kid Cudi, like, what do we? So we just about to ignore this? Like, this nigga's greatness, bro. Like, what are we doing?
I'm not the biggest Cudi.
I'm not. So no. I'm not. I'm absolutely a Cudi fan.
Rapper like that. Like he's a.
What does that mean, though? See, that's when I hate. This is what I hate about rap, though. Like niggas would be like, nigga, if the nigga don't rap exactly like how you expect a rapper to rap, it's like, oh, he not that nigga's an artist, bro. Like, and a lot of niggas.
He's a rap artist, bro.
A lot of niggas, Jackson style and run with
Tyler.
Who?
Tyler who? No, I'm not ignoring him.
Tyler who?
You think he belonged in the
Tyler the Creator?
As 4? First of all, y'all Kendrick Cole trio top 3 is not my top 3. So let's just start there.
That shit is.
I'm not saying, but I'm just saying the public.
Elijah's top 3 is probably.
Are we having the top 5? Are we doing the top 5 right now?
Yeah.
We talking about.
We doing the top 10?
I don't do. Here's my thing with numbers, though. Like,
exactly.
I feel like when you put a number on it, it's like.
Thank you.
You always limit it. It always makes it so a nigga that should get flowers don't get them. And that's exactly what we talking about with this Wale shit. It's like, we saying, the top 3. You saying the top 3 is so-and-so, but it's like, in reality, for our generation, there's probably like 7 or 8 rappers that we would hold up and be like, these 8 niggas, you could say these is the 8 niggas we will hold up. It's not like 10 or 5 or 3. You know what I'm saying? It's
absolutely. But then for me, it's like breaking down that 8. Then for me,
I feel you.
That's what I'm saying. Breaking down that 8, not necessarily trying to hate on them. I'm just thinking like, from all of it breaking down to the 8 or 10, then it's like, all right,
tiers
from that 10.
I'm with that.
I'm just giving everybody their flowers.
Tiers,
absolutely.
Like, yo, it's some second tier motherfuckers. Like, now for nothing, I feel like Sean is second tier to a lot of first tier motherfuckers. But Sean is also good, top second tier.
I put him top 3rd, but
I top 3rd.
He hired a Tyler the Creator. How the fuck Tyler the Creator get on this list? What's going on?
That's Elijah.
No. Tyler got the vibe. Tyler can rap. He can rap.
Just said out of your mouth, rappers don't have to rap like motherfuckers expect them to.
I feel you, but I don't want to hear a nigga rap about eating worms and fucking jacking off the fucking death.
And hating God.
Nigga jack off the dead corpses and y'all niggas be like, oh my God, that was
that's what the media told y'all. That's what the media told y'all.
I've literally heard that nigga say some shit like that before.
I'm not saying some of
I think we all know that this ain't the media listen to and gather opinion off podcasts.
Bro, I think based off my shit and being real about the general consensus of rap niggas, bro, like I said, that's the top 3 typically. We ain't asking for Elijah top 3 because you don't even listen to niggas that came out in the last 10 years most of the time. And if you do, you listening to the niggas that nobody else listening to just to say niggas that nobody else listening to. So we don't want to hear that Hopsin is in the top 5, Elijah. We don't give
who the fuck ever, you was bothered. Nothing. I just found a fucking Hopsin track on my computer.
I believe
backed up my
that's
computer.
On brand for you. We're not
My iPod was like, yo, would you like to back up this track? And it was a fucking Hopsin track.
Hey, Elijah.
It's hilarious.
Nigga was going to say Immortal Technique or something.
People that listen to the podcast can't hear that finger.
No, but
Elijah's flipping
bitches
off
intended-
Josh.
The
I just want
bitch
y'all
is
to know
intended
that.
for.
This is the closed caption version. Elijah's flipping off Josh.
Closed captions or no closed
Intensely.
captions?
Intensely and in Spanish.
Oh yeah, intensely.
And
There
in
we go.
Spanish.
Intensely. Let me put. Make sure
And in Spanish, motherfucker.
Oh shit! Oh yeah. Nah, I just think I liked Earl Sweatshirt more out of Odd Future. Like that was my favorite Odd Future rapper. Like I think that nigga's fire to me.
He is.
So who else would we put in the? I guess, and this would be a list of like.
So we doing rappers
culture,
or we just doing artists?
Artists, and I would say culture leader artists.
Wait, so would you put like Frank Ocean in The Weeknd in this conversation? Because then I just can't do it.
It get weird for me.
I can't do it if we add. If we not just doing rappers.
So we'll do primarily rappers. Primarily rap.
Because I would be. Nigga,
Yeah.
I'll be like, yo.
He about to go and like I'm not
can't do
necessarily a Weeknd fan.
Nah, y'all niggas would be like, yo, who are these niggas? Y'all be right there. That's why me and Elijah on the same side, because we'll be doing the same shit. You be like, who the fuck is this nigga? And I'll be like, yo, this nigga's fire, bro. I swear to God. Like, niggas
Nah,
just don't
Q done
listen
put
to
me
him.
on to a few folks, man. And see, like, so then one of my struggles.
I was
is,
preaching about Childish before Childish was a thing. But
do we put Black in the rap or the other?
Elijah put me on the Childish. Let me say that on the podcast. Let me give him his flowers. Elijah introduced me to Childish Gambino. Thank you for that.
Who the fuck Gambino? That nigga on your TiVo?
Nah, Shaw put me on the Saba, man.
Yeah, that's my nigga.
And that project, man, had me in tears on the drive back.
Nigga, that shit
Bro, I ain't
is the
even gonna
realest.
hold you, man.
That shit is the realest.
I'm driving on the way. Like we was helping one of wifey's friends drive back, and I'm in the U-Haul by myself listening to it, and I'm like in tears. Like, yo,
that nigga Reason gonna be here for a minute.
No, for a long time.
Reason
long
out for
time.
blood, bro. He not playing with nobody. Reason is letting you know, like, look, nigga, don't mix me in like, oh, just another top dog, nigga.
Mm-mm.
Reason is not fucking playing with niggas. I'm learning that.
He rapping, man.
Yeah, Reason out here.
He trying to he. I don't feel like he's trying to play second fiddle to anybody.
No, nah. Reason like, nah, I need all the respect.
Like I feel like it's gonna come to a point where he gonna want Kendrick's spot in Top Dog, bro.
I feel like it's there already. Like
no, I feel like he know. I feel like
I'm not little bro, nigga. Like I'm not going with you.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be there.
Yeah,
like it's a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I feel what you're saying. I think, yeah.
But I think, but at the same time, I feel the same about Jid.
Yeah, nah, I don't think they look at themselves as the lesser artist, but I get what you're saying. Like eventually,
like
they're gonna get big enough. Where
I'm
it's
little bro, but I'm not little bro. Like I'm on the court. Like
it's like a respect thing. Yeah. It's more of a respect fan homage. Like I appreciate you for getting me to this point and like giving me this opportunity or whatever and all that. And I respect you and your craft, but I'm nice. Like it's like that.
Now let me understand. The people you're talking about is Dreamville crew, right?
Nah, TDE and Dreamville.
Yeah, Reason is TDE.
Okay, so I would like to say that it is very, very confusing how every time I like the second artist, the second person on the card, or the third nigga on the card, or some nigga on the unknown card, that motherfucking story always got a problem with the fact that it's a background motherfucker that I like more. I.e., the whole Tiffany and fucking Kelly would be a better show. Like, you always got a problem with the fact that it's the little man. And then I'm just pointing out the fact that the little man also shine. It's just very confusing that you also have these second card and third card people on labels that you like, that you feel is top tier, that other people like myself don't know because I'm not a second round on that label. I don't know about. I just found it very, very shocking that every time I have a second tier, it's a problem. But when you have a second tier, that other people who appreciate those second tiers also know, and it's like, yo, you should know this because the three of us know it. So why don't you know it? I just wonder. It's just confusing that you can't find the correlation. It sounds like you on the obtuse of the A and the B and the L and the M. I don't want to call you Joe from episode 1, but just
Joshua, how do you feel about that?
Well, I want to make sure he's done.
That's that jalapeno spice.
I don't want to respond till he's 100% done.
That's that red cayenne.
El Finito.
All right. So let me say this, right? My theory on Elijah is that he prides himself on not knowing shit. He prides himself on not being a part of mainstream shit. So if 3 out of 4 people is fucking with something, it goes against everything he stands for to also fuck with it. He gonna do the opposite. And I want to point out that this theory of mine has been confirmed by someone very close to Elijah in a recent phone call. I mean, so close to Elijah that, like, she shares his last name. I ain't gonna say her name, but she wears a ring that Elijah bought. I would assume she knows him pretty well. So for me to voice this theory off mic and it get confirmed, there must be some type of truth to it. So when Elijah has these moments every podcast, he relishes the opportunity to say, who is that? What the fuck are you guys talking about? Wait, who? That's him saying, I'm so cool, I don't know the shit y'all know, because y'all sheep. That's a direct quote from Elijah. He loves to say, y'all sheep. I'm over here. I'm the lone wolf.
Damn,
I'll follow the pack.
I gotta be sheep, man. Damn.
Yeah, bro, he said, y'all sheep. Y'all don't think for yourself. So I fully expect Elijah to say, I don't know who these people are, and that's why I don't fuck with them. But I could tell you about an unknown ass nigga that just put out a mixtape 2 days ago and got 5 listeners, because that's the type of shit I'm into. I just like being first to the party and being like, y'all wasn't at this party because it ain't that popular. That's my theory on Elijah. Jid is not unpopular. So even though he's on the death chart, on a pretty big death chart, a lot of people know Jid. He's come up in the last few years. Reason, same situation. Big death chart. But these are really popular labels because of the flagship artists. So most people know who they are. And they all have features from the very mainstream flagship artists. You know?
Making valid points. Elijah, how do you feel about that?
I yield my time. I yield the rest of my time.
You yield?
All right, so there's rebuttal. First of all, you're mixing two things. I would like to say that I love to deep dive into the shit that I like. I don't pride myself on not knowing everything. I don't pride myself on living in a little bubble. I like to deep dive into the shit that I like. That's like me deep diving into quantum physics. I don't want to learn quantum physics. That's like me deep diving into how to fix a car. I don't want to learn that. So it's not a thing of not wanting to be everywhere and learn about everything. It's I care about the things I care about. That's different. Also, what was my other rebuttal? I know who Jib is. I'm sorry, I don't know who Jib, J-I-D.
Go ahead.
I don't know that second person I was talking about. Breezy? I don't know that.
See, look, I'm sorry. This the shit I be talking about. He gets off on getting the name right. It's fucking Reason, nigga. We said it like 5 times. It sounds nothing like Breezy. What the fuck is you talking about? You just want to do that. That's what I'm talking about. He loves this shit. He relishes the opportunity that it's like he tried to make, he wanted to, you so insignificant that I don't even remember how to pronounce your fucking name. I'm sorry.
That's not true.
I'm going to mute myself. Hold on, bro. I'm listening
to counseling, bro.
I apologize.
Josh, you got to go to counseling, bro. I promise you. You change your perspective.
Oh my god.
Yo, no, counseling helps a lot. We need to normalize counseling. Let's have that conversation. Can we normalize counseling? Wait, what was
The fact that y'all are airboxing over Zoom is fucking ridiculous. Who does this? I hate both of you. Like, what? What am I watching right now, man?
Yo, do y'all remember? I think Josh dropped the link with the dude. He was at McDonald's and he was fighting the motherfucker with one hand. He had his sweet tea and his fries in one hand, and he was like washing that nigga with one hand.
Yeah.
Yo, I was like, yo, how do you get washed when you know where the punch coming from?
With the slippery shoes, yeah.
But it's slippery, bruh. My man did not spill a drop of his drink and got washed. Like, how do you wash somebody without spilling your drink? And, bruh, you know where the punch coming from. Like, that's like, you don't even got to tell somebody it's coming from the right. You literally can only swing with the right. He had his drink and fries in the other hand. That shit was hilarious.
Yo, he didn't drop there was no fry or sweet tea that hit the ground.
There was no.
That's how I know. Like, that's when you know. It's sometimes you know. It's like, I know last conversation we was talking about telling dudes to pull up, but it's sometimes you know, like, nah, we good, man. Like, that's just not one of them fights you want to get into unless you come in with weapons. Like, if somebody can wash another man, like, with just one hand while not dropping a fry, I'm out.
Hey yo!
That nigga's
you
wild.
said wash too sensually.
Wash another man with one.
Yeah, you said wash too sensually. Like,
yo.
It wasn't. It didn't have the. You're like, you know how it's 8 different meanings for the same fucking word. Like, it's all about inflection. So, like, if you just put the oomph, you said it too sensual. Sorry.
But yeah, man. I mean, I like how we shimmied off of the me and Elijah argument. It's cool. But bottom line, can we finish the little top 5 thing that we was doing?
Yo, cause not for the okay. Can we not call it top 5? Can we call it top tier? Cause like he said, man,
I don't get it. What is so?
Because a tier is just
walk me through it. What's the difference?
Okay? So a tier, tiers would be tier 1, 2, and 3. A tier means everybody, like Kendrick, Cole, and Wale is in the same tier. So you don't gotta rank them 1, 2, and 3. They just there. They top tier. Second tier would be, your second tier people who you feel is dope, but ain't as dope as who you would be in your top tier.
Okay.
And third tier is just like people like, who make music.
Mm-hmm. I get it. I just feel like the reason we got here is I was just saying, like, people argue about the 4th spot. And I think
right. But that's why we were switching the conversation to tiers. So that there wouldn't be a 1, 2, 3, 4th spot. It could be first tier, second tier.
Okay, so we know the 3 that's immediate on that top.
You know your 3. If you want to give us your, your.
No, is that something we disagree on? Is Drake, Kendrick, Cole?
I mean, I thought Elijah said he don't even listen to it. You know what I'm saying? He got a different top 3 or top 10.
He got Hobson.
Bro, can we hear him tell us his top tier before you fucking tell us the top tier?
The nigga from Let It Shine.
Oh, man. That nigga is fire. I'm trying to find out that nigga is fire.
He was.
Y'all niggas, man. Just because it's a Disney movie. He was spitting in that movie.
Who said he wasn't? I said he was.
That movie was cold.
Everybody hates Chris. I'll smoke his boots. Moving on.
You'll smoke his boots?
Yep.
Okay. Did you win a fucking rap battle in front of the whole club? And win your girl back, nigga?
I'll smoke his Kurt.
All right.
I'll smoke his Stacey Adams, nigga.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That nigga changed people's hearts with his raps. Have you ever done that? This nigga dad hated rap.
You ain't seen nobody
came to love rap.
Shut up.
Bro, he changed the hearts of the people, and you trying to say you could beat that nigga in a rap battle.
Nigga over here sounding like Yu-Gi-Oh! Granddad and shit with battle. The heart of the card, the heart of the rap.
Nigga didn't get the Yu-Gi-Oh!
This nigga hating. I was just watching that shit this morning. My nigga Yu-Gi was going off.
Elijah, all right, what's your top 3, 5, whatever, on the top tier?
Top tier for you, Elijah.
We'll wait for him to unmute and stop doing his bong rip.
All right, so what's yours, Q?
My top tier? Man. Obviously, I got Cole, I got Drake, I got Wale, I got Cudi, I got who else I got in my little top tier? I actually made this list before, but I just can't remember.
You don't got Crit up there?
I used to have Crit. Lately, it's not a lot of Crit that I've been really rocking with. Crit will probably be in that second tier for me. Let me just look at this real quick. But I think those 4 would be like my top. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, in the last 10 years, so like they had to come out within the last 10 years.
We talking about like when the XXL freshman cover was fire, like around those years, like when we was really getting.
Future. Yeah, I gotta put Future in there for me. And damn, are we talking about like just overall career, or are we just saying like right now?
It's tough to do it like a tier or whatever.
Because if we saying overall career, I gotta say Wayne. But if we saying right now, I would not put him in my top tier.
Let's go. We're going right now.
Right now. Then I'm done with my right now. Then that's my right now.
Where you got K-Dot?
He probably in that next one.
Wait, Kendrick not in your number 1 tier?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm shocked.
When did this happen?
Yo,
I feel like Kendrick was he not in your number 1 tier?
He been in it for a long time. I just, okay. I just realized like I don't know, man. I don't really like that nigga. I like him, but I don't really like that nigga. It's like all right.
All right, wait. Let me ask you this. Does it have anything to do with the fact that niggas love comparing Kendrick to Cole? And I know that shit gets
it bothers me that he gets no criticism and niggas act like every song that he put out is fire and everything he ever did was fire.
No. That Untitled
that's weird.
Is definitely not great. And yeah, he definitely got some.
That shit's weird. I'm not saying he's not ass either though.
No, I'm not. He did after To Pimp a Butterfly, the little like.
Untitled, Unmastered. I don't that
fuck
shit.
With that. People love that shit. I don't fuck with it.
It had a couple joints on there, but yeah, no.
I like the Levitate shit. That's cool. But overall, I think I gave that maybe 2 listens, and I was good.
But yeah, I mean he's good. He's fire. You know what I'm saying? It's just for me. It's like. I don't know. Niggas be acting like this nigga can't do no wrong sometimes. And I'm like, yo, he's just another artist. Just like my favorite artist is just another artist. If you put out some ass shit, it's ass.
Yeah. This nigga, low key, if we ever did guest like on the podcast, this would be the perfect time to hit Dama, your nigga Goose. Because this nigga would have so much to say to you, right? Because I remember having this conversation with you in front of him. And this nigga was like, nah, basically, Shaw just don't like when niggas be comparing niggas to Cole like they better than him. And then he get back.
No, niggas be acting like, niggas just get different treatment from my nigga. I don't like that sometimes.
Yeah,
that's all it is. But I don't want to get into Cole right now because
we not doing that.
I really don't. I really don't. I'm being so serious with you. I really don't want to have that conversation.
No.
All right.
But
let's move on.
Yeah, somebody else give their, you know what I'm saying? The top tier.
My top tier, Cole, Kendrick, Wale. I definitely put Drake up there. Definitely, I got Future up there. Man, I'm trying to think of like projects artists I just know I'm looking for.
Right, exactly. It's like crazy it's crazy when you trying to think like it's like, damn, who am I? Like I'm scrolling through my little albums.
See, like is nah, because I wouldn't put him up there.
Who is him?
Black.
Right, I just seen his name and I was like,
is he rap or is he more the R&B?
He's an artist.
Right. And so that's when it's like if he's an artist, I'm judging him. Bro. But if he's an artist and I'm judging, and this is my rap list, then nah. Like, see, that's what we got to make a whole nother just artist list.
That's what I'm saying. Because it would be like
so like different. Artists. I think that's part of the struggle.
Bino.
Artists will fall up on all the artists will fall in like whatever category we decide just because they're artists.
I forgot Childish.
My fault. Travis, yeah, absolutely. Travis, he oh my God, shake rooms, bro. And every track he touched, bro, is just like I just listen to. I ain't even gonna hold you. Just because his name be on it, I might listen to it. So who else? Yeah, that'd be my list.
Yeah, mine's is real simple. It's the people I like. Cole, Kendrick, Drake, obviously, Wale, Sean. I have like a love-hate relationship with Sean. But I can't deny, like, I really do fuck with his music. Like, I love
Big Sean.
I still listen to Dark Sky Paradise like often. Like, I really fucking love that project. I don't know. I don't think I like him for something. I think I don't like him because he got Jhené Aiko. I ain't even gonna front on him. That might be the only thing that should hurt my feelings. But anyway, yeah. Like, I fuck with Sean the rapper. I just hate when they be trying to, you know what I mean, like, just breeze past Wale and jump to Sean. It's like, yo, I don't like that shit. I like Rhapsody. I know she hasn't had as much commercial success to warrant her being top tier, but as far as like being
she dope.
Like up there, like, you know what I mean, rap wise and shit, and I feel like she still got a long career ahead of her.
Not top tier, but she dope.
I don't like Rhapsody, but I feel you.
Oh, you don't?
Nah.
You don't like her music, or you don't like how she rap, or all just her?
I don't like her music. Like, that shit's not.
Yeah, I don't. So yeah. I'm not the biggest Rhapsody fan, so that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't put her. She's not making my list because I don't like her music enough.
Yeah, I'm not like dying for Rhapsody music. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
And when it drop, I don't
the projects I'm looking for are in my top 10.
Yeah,
like if they drop, I might stop everything and listen to it real quick.
Yeah,
I like Meek when he not doing bullshit.
Yeah, I like Meek too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't front. Like, Meek, everybody loves the intro. Everybody loves certain songs from Meek. Meek done gave us some classic shit. It's just.
See, this is when the
Meek first album was a classic.
This when the tears come into play though, because then it's like, all right, yeah, we absolutely do, but like, do we like as much of his as we do like a Wale or a Drake or a Cole or a K? That's what I'm saying. That's why the tears come into place.
Okay, when you say it like that, so then I guess my top tier is Cole, Kendrick, Drake, Wale, Big Sean, and then my second is probably Rhapsody.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like the top tier is like the dudes that like y'all just consistent. Second tier be like, I mean, like you got some joints and you drop music that I like sometimes, but like that top tier is everybody. Like I'm just like I don't care what I'm doing, I'm gonna stop.
All day, any day, no problem. Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I started listening to Travis Scott like in recent years. I love like the sound of his music. Like
I ain't gonna hold you.
his
Like
sound quality
Travis is
great.
what I wanted, and I don't know. No,
I
I'm
could
not
just
even
listen
gonna
to
say
his
it like
beats.
that.
Like I could just listen to the music that he puts together. I could be cool with that. But like he also knows exactly what needs to go on the record. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't do too much on records. He do just enough. And I fuck with it.
I will in that same exact feeling, bruh. A$AP Rocky, bruh. The way he puts together a fucking track, bruh.
Yeah, no.
LSD. I still listen to LSD basically like on a daily basis. Like it comes into rotation. It's on all my playlists. It's just one of those songs where whatever mood I'm in, if LSD come on, I fuck with it. Like it's not a skip. So
his flow is crazy. The way he put together the tracks, it's crazy. Like I rocks with A$AP. Know what I mean? And like I just wish he dropped more music.
That's
I would put
another
him in
thing that I
other...
love is exclusivity. Like Josh loves to say, like if a motherfucker only got 6, if Lauryn Hill put out another album now, what would y'all say? Like what would people? Oh, it took you to, bro. Like, do you want music or not? Like, but it's like, bro, you put out one album.
Hey, yo,
I'm gonna let it breathe. I ain't even gonna hold
let it breathe. Yeah,
he showed up late to all them concerts. I'm gonna let it breathe.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
Hey, yo.
Exactly.
Hey, yo.
I need that 3 Stacks album. Though.
Oh yeah, 3 Stacks drop. I might drop everything, but like,
I'll get there when I get there. If I'll get there when I get there was a person.
I'm gonna keep it a beam. We might get canceled for this, but like of all like the Black Lives Matter tracks that dropped, like Beyonce's was the last one I listened to.
She dropped the Black.
I didn't even listen to that shit.
They gonna say it.
Bro, I got the notification on Tidal. I just swiped that shit off my phone. I was like, nah,
I'm
bro.
good on that one. It is not that fire either to me. We might get canceled for that, but
what's the name?
it is what it is. Black Parade or something.
Yeah.
You know what? It came on after I listened to the Ungodly Hour album. That album was fire.
I still ain't listened to that shit.
Ungodly Hour. Who that?
You said you ain't gonna listen because you feel like you're too old to or some shit.
No, bro.
Ungodly Hour.
No, bro.
I said they come.
Oh, you talking about Chloe and Haley? Nah, I don't like. Yeah, I'm good on that.
Bro,
they mature now. Like they got mature content.
No, I'm not gonna hold
cool.
you. I listened to it and I like at first I'm just like, yo, like why these little kids talking about this? Like I'm not. So I'm probably not gonna go back to it. But it's dope. It's dope. It's just, but it's like looking at my little bro. Like I don't want to, I'm not out here trying to, be in the club with my little bro with him talking about, you know what I mean, slaying shorty or whatever. And like, nah, that's not my wave.
Yeah.
Elijah, what's your
What happened?
Do your tears. You can get out of here.
I guess my top tier right now. So fucking fluid. Okay. Definitely A$AP because that shit just is in rotation, regardless of like potato salad anyway. I would have to put Cole in there. Definitely Drake, unfortunately. It's just I hate to love Drake, but I do. I do because it's right because
I don't always like Drake. I get that shit, yeah, for real. I be annoyed with him too.
Niggas hate success, man.
Yeah,
it's understandable.
But it's not even the success. It's just like
I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying a lot of niggas.
Yeah.
A lot of niggas just they don't want to see niggas win for that long. It's like eventually you gotta lose. I don't want to see that shit, bro.
It's too easy. For me. Go ahead though, Elijah. My bad.
Nah, Like I honestly don't think of my favorites as like rankings because of this very reason. It's very hard to say like who's second and who's first, but definitely in my consistent is still Don Trip. Second tier is definitely for me. I feel Sean goes on the second tier.
You know,
Yeah, Kendrick on that second tier too.
Yo, I am shocked.
Damn, I'm just like, I don't understand. I'm cool though.
But
I understand the opinion, but I'm just like, whoa, I'm getting
Is
shot.
it out of sight, out of mind? Like for
No.
Because he has,
like I said, like we just said, ASAP is not consistent with music. I won't even say it's consistent, but it's not that. So it's like it's not who's. It's something that I feel like I said, whenever LSD come on,
help me understand. Help me understand why you would put ASAP over K-Dot. Right.
Because there's a lot of Kendrick's music that I feel. I'll preface this. I don't like West Coast music.
I forgot. You know what?
Right.
I absolutely forgot. Yep.
Yes.
Hold that thought.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Just the fact that you've been putting them second tier means a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He won already.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that, bro.
Yeah. So there you go. I guess that explains it.
You know what's? Hold up. Let me ask this question. Do y'all feel like we are? It's an injustice that none of us said Nicki Minaj.
No. No.
I just asked the question. Sure.
No, I don't think any of her albums have been like fire like that to be top tier. I think she's had a bunch of dope features.
Pink Friday was dope.
Yeah.
I bumped that shit a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I bumped that shit a lot.
No, yeah. I mean,
honestly, I
okay.
I like Pink Friday.
I'm gonna tell you, many
for y'all. I absolutely have listened to it, but I don't feel like her projects have like lived up to her hits
ever.
And like for my top tiers, I feel like sometimes their projects have been better than their hits. You know, so
if Nicki Minaj makes the list, it's because of her verse on Monster, and that is it. That is the summation of the height.
Bro, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna do that. Nicki absolutely got some bangers. She got some fire verses. And she got some fire features.
Career, bro.
Right. She's had a great career. I just don't put her top
has
tier.
Not been her Monster verse, bro. She got mad other shit before she did that. Like even what was the shit that itty bitty piggy shit? Like
so
that,
you know when you start a journey is here, but when you hit the pinnacle at the Monster point, and then everything else just falls beneath that. So it makes like
that Monster automobile Tonka.
I mean, as far as lyrical rap display, that might be, I could understand that for somebody, but as far as career, that's absolutely not her pinnacle.
And that's the thing. Who is Nicki Minaj as a lyrical? If we were to ever have a conversation about lyricists, Nicki Minaj never makes the list.
Damn. You don't think so?
Ever, bro.
We talking about in the last decade and change. Like I said, freshman cover.
Yeah, like we gotta talk like
got Kendrick.
Okay.
You saying Nicki? Come on, bro. Like I'm not a Nicki fan.
I can't say
No. Okay. You're correct. In that frame, you are correct. I apologize. In that frame, you are correct.
Time, she deserves some flowers, bro. And
she don't make top 10 in all time, bro.
We can argue that at a later date. So we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it.
Lyricist?
Lyricist?
I'm not having that conversation, bro.
She don't make a lyricist list.
I'm not doing that.
She don't make that list, bro. She don't even come close.
She don't make a top 10 right now lyricist.
Argument another day. But like I said, in the last decade.
Yeah. In that framework, you got it. Because not for nothing, you gotta also realize if you flood, then you have so much to choose from. So if I put out 4 albums in 10 years, and then your competitors like Cardi, not for nothing, if we go in career-wise, if I think female lyricists, I'm gonna listen to Cardi before I listen to Nicki.
Can you be considered a lyricist
she's
when
not
you
a lyricist.
write your shit?
Yeah, she's not a lyricist.
So we saying Nicki write everything?
I've heard that she doesn't, but then the nigga came out later and said I was mad. That's why I said that. There's been no other evidence to prove other.
I've heard the NFL leaders say that they want change and they knelt and kente cloths. You ever worn a kente cloth?
Okay, so off this, like,
right.
let's okay. So this is where it's like the same situation with the Drake and Meek conversation. If she had a verse written for her, okay, we understand that. But it's like the majority of her content, I do feel like she's probably written.
Bruh, my whole thing is that if an artist buys somebody's work, it is now theirs and they can incorporate it however they feel, and they own that. It's now theirs. So wordplay comes into play when people say, I wrote this. Is it just one person in a room? Sometimes. But do I feel that's always? No.
Okay, so this is my question, right? So
now we're going between writing and ghostwriting. That's the next.
Yeah, let's.
We
got here organically, so fuck it.
Absolutely.
But, so my thing is, if we're talking about writing hooks, like ad libs and a bridge or some shit, as far as rap, I don't think you get in trouble as a lyricist for having somebody write a hook or a bridge or ad libs for you. We talking actual 16s or the 32s or you know what I mean, the actual rapping verses. I don't think nobody's writing Nicki's rapping verses, bro. I don't think that ever happened. I don't have any reason to believe somebody wrote that shit for her. So why do we ask if that happened with Nicki? Like, why are we asking that?
What is the difference if, let's say I write something, right? And then I come to you and I say, read this, edit it for me. Now, is it still mine? If I go through an editing process of my group, and that's what you're supposed to do, right? So, but if somebody, I feel like, where's the over editing, you know? Because sometimes, who does she sound like? You be like, yo, that sound like, and so is it mimicking, or did you, when you went through that editing process, did this person change your 16 to a better 16 of your original 16, and is it still yours?
That's what I'm saying. Like, relative to Nicki, I don't think I've ever listened to Nicki and been like, it sounds like such and such wrote this for her. I don't think I've ever had that moment. And on top of that, you still ain't answer my question. Why do we levy that against Nicki? Like, why is it you ain't writing your shit? Where did that come from?
I don't levy that against anybody. That's my whole thing. If you ghostwrite, if you got somebody writing your shit, if you writing it yourself, if it all sounds like your career, kudos to you. Like, you don't sound like a switch up artist. You don't sound like somebody. If Meek don't say somebody wrote Drake shit.
When we tried to say that like Cardi couldn't be in the conversation because she didn't write hers.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Cardi definitely.
Yeah. So he don't count it against Nicki or Cardi. So he wants Cardi in the conversation.
That's why I put her in the conversation.
Yeah.
No, but this is my. So you saying Cardi should be included because you think Nicki didn't write all her shit?
No, you're putting a negative spin on it. I'm saying Cardi should be included even if she don't write all her shit.
Yeah. I'm asking why.
Because it's her career.
But no, the initial question was, can you be considered a lyricist with a ghostwriter? Mm-hmm. Which is why
I say yes.
And that's where we disagree. I don't think that Like you can have lyrical content, but you didn't
Well, okay.
like
No. I agree. You yourself aren't considered a lyricist. That's why I keep saying her career. You're right. Cardi herself is not the lyricist. Cardi B, the musician, is the lyricist. So that's her career. Like when you separate Nicki from whatever her real name is, like you make that distinction. When you talking about the Barbie, you're not talking about the real Nicki. So the career of Cardi B, I include all her ghostwriters because that's just part of her career. Is she herself a lyricist? No. I agree with you on that.
I don't know. I think I think one day, not today because we've been out here, but we do got to have a conversation about the good parts and the bad parts of Nicki Minaj's rap career, like from its inception to right now, because it's a lot of shit that I feel like she got a lot of bullshit, but she also like created a lot of bullshit, so it's like her fault. Like we gotta have an honest conversation about Nicki Minaj.
I think she was human.
You mean the not paying homage conversation?
Yeah, we can have that conversation.
Yeah.
Not paying homage?
Your interview is not. Your interview is damning evidence. Like it's not supporting evidence.
Yeah, we can do it another day.
Oh, that conversation.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a conversation that sparks other conversations too. So no, we'll save that for the podcast.
It's it's like what you say about Meek Mill. If he would shut the fuck up, not in your words, but if he would basically shut the fuck up, like you'd have a better career because you're getting a lot of L's, but your music is like I kind of fuck with it.
It's a lot of people that should shut up and rap, and I'll even say Nicki's one of those people.
I don't think that's the way to say it right now. But
yeah, maybe not. Because of I was like,
the views of Story St. James ain't the same as the rest of the motherfuckers.
I appreciate that. Right, clean that up. I'm not saying you don't have the right to use your voice. I'm saying
shut up and rap.
Use your rap ability to express yourself and stop going on fucking Twitter rants and diminishing who you are in the
and then taking L's for it. Like
I really think that shit is corny because you're own artists. We want to hear from you. We want to hear from our artists in the form of their art. Like make a song. We ain't gonna say.
They'll make a song and then make a donation.
I think you got love to talk about Meek Mill.
Make a song and then make a donation. Like make it.
That's what we're not gonna go.
Use your money.
That's the prime example.
Make a song and then make a donation.
I actually didn't listen to the song.
I ain't listening to none of these fucking songs. What I'm supposed to give you? Some money grab, motherfucker.
I didn't. Meek's song was okay. I feel like he overthought it, but then I feel like Lil Baby was like right where
crazy.
He was.
I love that Lil Baby.
I was like,
Lil Baby was
that's what Meek was supposed to do, but he just kind of overthought it. He just like
he tried
too
to
much
get
emotion.
Yeah,
it was just like, yo, just spit that shit you always spit. Like that's
Meek,
what we really want to hear.
I think Meek trying to, and I hate to think of it like this, but I think he's trying to get into a different lane and be more conscious and stuff like that. Rap, but it's like Meek, we don't need that from you. Like you can be Lil Baby, bro, and go crazy.
Right. Shut up and rap. Just say how it is. It's a better way to say it.
Because Lil Baby didn't shut up and rap. He rapped with it like the content of what it was crazy.
But that's what I'm saying. Like use your.
That's what I'm saying. Don't do it the way he's doing it. Do it the way you've always done it. Like keep the same beat. Let me get a house party beat. Now and go crazy.
I'm a fan of you because you're a rapper, not a tweeter.
And he's done it before. Like his Just Free verse was crazy. It was content and it was Meek. I just felt like his latest efforts haven't been fire. But now my boy wanted to drop that anthem for the summer.
I didn't listen to that shit. But yeah. Nah, Meek definitely got bangers though. Like, I mean, he definitely got. That's one of the niggas I turn to when some shit happens.
Mhm.
Like if somebody, you know what I'm saying, somebody passes away or some shit, like that's one of the niggas that I want to hear from because like he got the fucking song for Nipsey is fire. The song he did for Snoop when he died is fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he got that shit is real. Like he's very good at that.
Lil Snupe, his man.
Oh.
It's like
I was waiting for Elijah to have a who moment. I was waiting.
Yo, nah, because I was like, yo, I've heard from Snoop recently. Like, I follow.
Snoop we're talking about. Rest in peace, Lil Snoop.
Yeah.
Like that nigga definitely he
I
can do that.
Who the fuck is that in your face? I can see it. I can see it right now. Yeah, nigga, Google it. Fuck out of here. Lil Snoop. Snupe.
You know, like
that's one of my favorite freestyles too.
Yeah, he could. Yo, cause the nigga Meek like, nah,
you know what
shit he did when Meek like, yo, I got that money right there. Talk to that. You saw that shit? It was like a pool table battle against T.I. nigga. That shit was fire.
Man, that was Deshaun Jackson nigga, and that nigga was mad. Deshaun Jackson wanted to fight.
Yo, T.I. was there though or some shit, right?
Yeah, T.I. was the one like
kind of organized, or he like
he like we should have let him spit that real shit. That was cold. But out of the game, I was like, shut your ass up, T. He said we should have let him spit that real shit. I was like, yo, this nigga stupid, son.